Have you ever wondered why certain messages seem to repeat in your life, as if the universe is trying to tell you something? There's a rhythm to the universe, a divine timing that beats in the heart of everything, a cosmic clock that ticks with purpose and intention. And sometimes in our lives, we experience this divine timing through repeated messages. These messages are like echoes in the canyon of our existence, returning to us again and again, insisting on being heard. Consider this. There once was a man who kept finding feathers wherever he went. At first he dismissed it as coincidence, but then the feathers kept appearing in his path, on his doorstep, even in his dreams. It was as if the universe was trying to catch his attention, to communicate something of great importance. One day, he decided to pay heed to these repeated messages, to try to understand their meaning. He embarked on a spiritual journey, seeking wisdom and guidance. And in that journey, he discovered his true calling as a healer. The feathers, he realized, were symbols of healing and spiritual growth. They were the universe's way of guiding him towards his destiny. The man's life was transformed by this understanding. He stepped into his new role with grace and courage, healing not just himself, but also those around him. His journey was not an easy one, but he knew he was aligned with the divine plan, and that gave him strength and resolve. The man's story is a testament to the power of divine timing and the significance of repeated messages. It's a reminder that the universe communicates with us in myriad ways. And often, these messages come to us not once, but twice or even more times. This repetition is not just a matter of emphasis. It's an invitation to step into a new phase of our life, a call to action. We all have our own feathers, our own repeated messages that the universe sends our way. It's up to us to recognize them, to heed them, and to act upon them. When the heavens speak twice, it's not for emphasis, but for activation. But why does this second call happen? What does it indicate? Well, allow me to share a tale with you, a simple parable that may shed some light on this mysterious transition. Imagine a farmer diligently tending to his fields, day in and day out. He plants his seeds, waters them, and waits patiently for them to grow. This is a season of waiting, a time of preparation. Just like this farmer, you too have been in a season of waiting, preparing your spirit, nurturing your faith, and learning to trust the divine process. But then, one day, the farmer notices a change. The seeds he has nurtured have sprouted and grown into strong, healthy plants. It's time for him to switch gears, to transition from waiting to action. This is the period of manifestation. And much like this farmer, you too are at this pivotal juncture. The seeds you've sown in faith are now ready to bear fruit. The second call from heaven is akin to this shift. It's a divine signal that your period of waiting, of preparation, is coming to an end. It's a celestial nudge, a gentle reminder that it's time to step out in boldness, to take action, and embrace the manifestation of your divine destiny. This is not a mere coincidence, this is divine orchestration. The second call is a heavenly decree that you are ready for the acceleration, for the manifestation of your divine purpose. It's an affirmation that the spiritual atmosphere is now charged with momentum, and all the divine resources, connections, and opportunities are aligning to support you in your next phase. Just like the farmer who transitions from planting to reaping, you too are transitioning from delay to destiny. The season of waiting was not a rejection, but a divine design, a refining process to prepare you for greater responsibility, greater impact. So, when you hear this second call, embrace it with faith. Step forward with renewed obedience, trust, and courage. Remember, the supernatural responds to action rather than thought, so act boldly. This second call is a divine marker signaling that your season of waiting is over. It's time to rise, to move boldly, and to receive the breakthroughs that have been reserved for you. You are perfectly aligned with divine timing and purpose. Your destiny awaits. Yet, this call isn't just about you. It carries a generational weight. Let's ponder over a thought. Imagine a stone thrown into a calm lake. The moment it touches the surface, it sends out ripples that extend far beyond the point of impact. Each ripple, a consequence of that one action. Reaching corners the stone could never touch itself. This is the weight of obedience. When you respond to the second call, you're not just taking a step for yourself. You're setting off a chain of events that reach beyond your immediate sphere. It's like a melody that starts with a single note, but soon blossoms into a symphony. It's not just about you. It's about the music you're creating, the harmony you're contributing to the grand orchestra of existence. Think of it as a parable of a farmer who, in the heat of the summer, plants a single seed in the earth. It may seem like a small act, but that seed, nourished by the farmer's sweat and perseverance, grows into a mighty tree. A tree that provides shade to weary travelers, fruit to the hungry, and a home to the birds. The farmer's obedience to his duty, his response to the call of the earth, echoes through generations, touching countless lives. So understand this: your obedience to this second call, your readiness to move from delay to destiny, carries a profound weight. It's a sacred responsibility, a divine assignment that you've been chosen for. And remember, the importance lies not just in the act, but in the obedience, the acceptance of the call, the willingness to take that step. When you embrace this call, you're not simply following a divine order. You're participating in a divine plan, a universal symphony, and your part, your note, is crucial. It's your obedience that sets off the ripples, that plants the seed, that starts the music. It's your obedience that carries the potential to impact not just your life, but many. Your actions, your obedience, could be the catalyst for change in many lives. Before the promotion, there's a pruning. Imagine a gardener, his hands wisely weathered, tending to a thriving vine. He doesn't shy away from the task of pruning, knowing that the act of cutting back, of letting go, is integral to the vine's growth and fruitfulness. Similarly, our spiritual journey often calls for divine pruning. There's a tale of a man named Samuel. Samuel was a humble potter, content in his craft, shaping clay into vessels of varying forms and functions. But one day, he felt a divine call to create a vessel like no other. Now Samuel was skilled, but this new task was beyond his current abilities. He felt himself being pruned, his old ways and familiar patterns falling away. His comfortable routine was disrupted, his skills challenged. He felt the loss keenly, as if parts of himself were being stripped away. But as Samuel persisted in his obedience, he began to notice something remarkable. He was changing. His hands, once only capable of creating the ordinary, were now shaping extraordinary masterpieces. His old limitations were replaced by new possibilities. His vision broadened, his craft deepened. This was not mere improvement, this was transformation. This is the essence of divine pruning. It's not about losing or lessening. It's about making room for the new, for the better. It's about breaking free from the confines of the familiar, to embrace the vast expanse of divine potential. It's about letting go of the good to make way for the great. Just as the vine flourishes after pruning, so do we thrive after divine pruning. We emerge stronger, more resilient, ready to handle greater responsibilities. And it's in this state of readiness that promotion finds us, not as we were, but as we have become, pruned, prepared, and primed for the divine destiny that awaits. So when you find yourself in a season of pruning, remember Samuel. Remember the vine. Trust the divine process. Allow what needs to fall away to fall away. Embrace the pruning, for it precedes the promotion. And remember, what falls away is replaced by divine alignments. And now you stand on the brink of breakthrough. This is a pivotal moment, a divine turning point, where the season of contemplation transforms into an era of action. The second call from the heavens is not a mere echo, not simply a repetition. It is a divine catalyst, a cosmic push that propels you from the realm of ideas into the world of tangible manifestation. Consider the parable of the seed. For a long time it lies dormant in the darkness, silently absorbing the nutrients from the soil, patiently waiting for the right moment. Then, when the time is ripe, it breaks through the surface, reaching towards the sun. The seed does not ponder its growth, it acts, it transforms, and so it is with you. The second call is your son, your signal to break free from the confines of doubts and fears, to stretch yourself towards the light of your destiny. It is a divine affirmation that you are now ready to sprout, ready to grow, ready to blossom into the fullness of your potential. Your obedience to this second call, your willingness to move from thought to action, is a magnet that attracts divine resources, connections, and opportunities. The spiritual atmosphere buzzes with anticipation, eagerly aligning to support your journey. It's as if the universe itself is conspiring to enable your breakthrough. And so as you stand on the brink of this breakthrough, know this: the heavens have spoken not once, but twice. They have seen you, acknowledged you, and now they release you. You are ready, armed with courage and faith. You are remembered, etched in the cosmic scheme of things. Your breakthrough is not a distant dream, but a present reality. The heavens have spoken twice. You are released, ready, and remembered. Your breakthrough is here.